Tom Ford's Rose Prick. This is so overdue, but we're going to talk about it today. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Santa Maria here, and today, yes, we are doing a dedicated fragrance review on a fragrance I have actually owned an entire year. But the fragrance is not new by any means of the imagination. In fact, this is one that kind of got pushed to the side, didn't really get its true justice because of what was going on in the world at the time, if you ask me. But the fragrance we are talking about is none other than Tom Ford's Rose Prick. Yes, Rose Prick. Obviously, this is a Rose Ford fragrance because that is what is in the name of the scent. So if you've been interested in this one, this is the video for you. Last, as always, let's get into it. Lipstick of the day, everyone. Check it out. I'm in a mauvey mood. This is MAC Captive. Check that out. I don't really reach for this one often. It's been a long time since I've talked about it or even worn it, period, YouTube or not. But yeah, MAC Captive. It'll be linked below as always, as well as everything that's on my face, so you don't have to worry about that. Next up, I decided to reach into my fragrance sampling drawer because I'm making a point to use up my samples more so in this season. So I reached for my sample of Tiziana Terenzi's Kirke. I decided to play in this, and yeah, it's cute. I'll be giving more thoughts on it later as I continue to wear it and give some more opinions and ideas about it. Tiziana Terenzi's Kirke is your fragrance of the day. All right, as always with a dedicated fragrance review, I rate fragrances by what? 4 categories. As y'all know this. First category being mood, and that is literally how does this fragrance make me feel? What is the vibes giving? What time of year? What's the occasion? We talk about it in mood. Second category is strength, and that is on a scale of 1 to 10. With 1 being, ooh, this is water, but in a pretty bottle because it has no staying power whatsoever, to 10 being nuclear scrubber that I need to bathe in order to get it off. Third category is longevity, and that is how many hours long lasting is this fragrance on skin and or clothing. And then the fourth category is simply, is this a compliment getting fragrance? Because I know fragrance and compliments and being pleasant to people matters to a lot of people. That's why they wear fragrance. So that is why that is a category. So now you know how we do things. Let's get into Tom Ford's Rose Prick. So just quick backstory on this one. I've actually had this fragrance an entire year now. I looked at it. I looked into my handy dandy spreadsheet that I'd use to itemize all my fragrances and purchases and things. And I noticed I purchased Tom Ford's Rose Prick back in April of 2022. At the time I'm filming this video, it is April 2023. So yes, I've had a year with this fragrance, and straight up, I have needed a year to really gather my thoughts and opinions on this fragrance. I'll go more into that later. So the good thing about this fragrance was I found it on sale. I went to my cosmetic company store and they had it in stock. In particular, they had the big bottle. So I have the 100 ml size, which you all know I don't do 100 mls. It's just not my thing. But when you can get it at 60% off, which is what they had it going for that day, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get it, the big bottle, for that price. And as always with Tom Ford, you can find it on sale, be it Macy's, be it cosmetic company store, what have you. Tom Ford, you can get on sale. So you all know this, but you know, I highly advise against paying full price for Tom Ford. It's just way too many sales on it. I digress. So more information on this fragrance, because y'all know we like details here on the channel. This fragrance was released in 2020. Yes, 2020. Yes, we all remember that year. Very unique, literally changed the world. But to be fair, this fragrance was released in February of 2020, so right around Valentine's Day. So I gotta give Tom Ford their credit on that. Excellent time of year to release it because it's a rose fragrance, and what do we know? Roses, Valentine's Day, love, it makes sense. So I know for sure somebody probably got this for Valentine's Day that year. Because to be fair, at the time, the world was still up and moving and living like we were living our best life, and nothing had happened yet. That didn't happen until March. But yes, Rose Prick, it made sense to come out around that time. So let's get into more information on this fragrance. So this fragrance comes in, let's see, it comes in 4 sizes officially on Tom Ford's website, which is very, very good, because some fragrances only come in 1 size, and then you have those like a Tom Ford's Rose Prick that come in 4, which is interesting. I want them to kind of streamline that more. Els, let me know what you think about sizes. Do you like a whole lot of sizes with fragrances, or do you only want like 1 or 2? Let me know. And what's your favorite size preference? Because y'all know mine is the 50 ml. Let me know in the comments below. So anywho, you all, so let's get into the sizes. For the 30 ml size, that one retails for $250. Then there is the 50 ml size, which retails for $395. Then there is the 100 ml size. That is the size I have right here in the box. I'm gonna unbox it for you shortly. And then the 100 ml size retails for $570 now. Yeah, Tom Ford recently did price increases for 2023, so that's why these numbers might sound a little different. Definitely different than when I got mine last year. Then there's the biggest size, the Flackens that they do, the Ultra Big Daddies. These are 250 mils. These retail for $1,250 for Tom Ford Rose Prick. Those you have to buy directly from Tom Ford. You're not going to find those at your counters and Sephora's as much. But yeah, so there's a size of Rose Prick for everyone. The only thing they don't have is the little travel size, the 10 mils. That's the only size they don't make it in. But alas, you can make your own decant of it these days. Hey y'all, I'm editing right now and I want to hop in and make a quick correction. That is, it turns out Rose Prick does have a travel size. I was wrong about that. Just the official Tom Ford website doesn't have the travel size on it. But if you go on Sephora's website, you will see it. They have the travel size, which is 10 mil, and it retails for $80. Just want to clarify that before you all be like, wait a minute, they do make one. I now know, I see it. All right, now back to the video. So, all right, let's get into the packaging. I do like the baby pink and black vibe. That is always just so chic and girly. I think it is very cute. Technically, this is a unisex fragrance, but it definitely leans feminine to me. I mean, plus the packaging, you can just tell this was really aimed and marketed towards women. But alas, you know, hey, you wear what you want to wear. So let's unbox it here. And as you can see, here is the 100 ml size. This is what it looks like. As always, Tom Ford fragrances look like chess pieces. In particular, they look like rooks. So, hey. Fun fact for the elves that didn't know this, I used to play competitive chess growing up. So for me, I enjoy the Tom Ford bottles because they take me back to that time in my life when I used to play in chess tournaments on the weekends. So, okay, let's get my test strip and yeah, let's spray it and give my thoughts on this fragrance while I read the notes for you all. We'll let that dry down. Okay, this is all in the air. Woof. Yeah. Let's get into these notes. Let's see here. So they classify this fragrance as a floral sheepery type of scent. It has key notes of rose de mai, Bulgarian rose, and Sichuan pepper. So yes, this is meant to be a rose scent, but with some bite, some kick to it, hence the name Rose Prick, because as you know, real roses have thorns on them and they do hurt. They do. Try trying to steal one out of your grandmama's rose bush and you find it out the hard way. I know I did. When you spray this fragrance, this is definitely a spicy rose type of scent. That is what you're gonna get with that opening burst. That's definitely what I get. And I felt that way now for a year. Yeah. This isn't your everyday rose scent. It's rose with a kick for sure. Now let's get into the rating system because I know that's what the elves want to hear about. The mood of this fragrance, this is what I think of a hot and steamy romance type of scent. It's a little toxic, but it's still romantic. And I say that because this is a rose scent that gives me the romance, but that Sichuan pepper in here gives it that spice and that kick. That it might be a little toxic of a relationship. So that's what this is giving me. But definitely for its time of year, this is giving a cold spring day. I would not wear this on a hot spring day because that pepper note in here is very, very prominent and it's so pronounced, especially when you first spray this fragrance on. Yeah, so that's the mood of this one. Strength, let's talk about this one. Strength on a scale of 1 to 10. Whew. Hands down, strength on this one, it's a solid 8 and I give it an 8. And the reason I don't give it a 9 is because the opening is what makes it an 8, but as you continue to wear this fragrance, it tapers off and becomes a powdery rose scent as time goes on. So that kick, the prickliness of the fragrance doesn't last forever. So I'm gonna give it an 8 for strength, but it's definitely strong. This is not for the faint of heart. If you're not used to scents with a lot of oomph going on, stay away from this one. So let's talk about longevity. Now this is one I was very shocked by, and this was the reason why it took me so long to make this review, because the longevity I couldn't quite figure out. I didn't figure it out until as of recent when I was really making myself wear this fragrance while I was testing and wearing it out, different situations, what have you. Longevity on this fragrance, even with that powerful opening, that Sichuan pepper, all of that going on in here, the longevity of this fragrance on skin is only 4 hours. 5 on a good day. But on the contrary, when it comes to clothing and fabric, I can smell this on me for a good 7 to 8 hours. And that is what was throwing me off, because literally it doubles in the length of time basically on fabric. But on skin, 4 hours. 4 hours, maybe 5 on a good day. But all in all, it doesn't last as long as you would think it would. At least on my skin, it doesn't. Els, if you have rose prick, please let me know. Does this fragrance last all day, or do you get the same 4, maybe 5 hours on a good day on your skin like I do? Let me know in the comments below. So they kind of threw me off with this scent because I just figured because of how powerful that opening it is, it's giving oomph, especially since with spices, incense and things, they normally last longer, they linger more. But I'm telling you, this one, it goes into a powdery rose dry down, which is way more like palatable and mainstream in my opinion, but it doesn't last as long as I would think it would. So that's why that was kind of weirding me out with this fragrance. So definitely test this one out. Please do not blind buy this fragrance because again, it's not your typical scent. Y'all know what Tom Ford. Tom likes to be different. He likes to put his own little spin on things, and Rose Prick is no exception to that rule. Do not let the little, oh, it's a girly pink bottle, it's gonna be lightweight type of a scent. That opening might mess a lot of people up. It's gotta be real about that. So now, final category. Is this a compliment getting fragrance? Which you would think to look at it and with the name and how they have it hyped up when it came out and all that. I actually do not get any compliments when I wear this fragrance. It's so funny to me because I just knew, I'm like, oh, this is gonna get compliments. I know this gonna shut it down, especially since it's a little spicy too, right? No, it doesn't happen. Again, I've had this fragrance an entire year and I have not gotten any compliments on it. So yeah, this is one of those that I wear for me. Please understand that. Which of course, I mean, my whole fragrance collection is because I like it. Because if I don't like it, I'm not buying it. Y'all know that. But yeah, this is not a compliment getting fragrance. So for me, this doesn't make the category of, ooh, I'm really trying to like turn heads, really get noticed, I'm going into a networking situation, what have you. I'm not wearing this. I'm not wearing Rose Prick because it's not gonna do what I needed to do. It's just not. It doesn't make the most complimented list at all. So this is again why I say please try this one. Luckily it's on counter in a lot of places, like I see it in Sephora. Please spray this one on skin as well as on paper and wear it around while you shop and go about your day, because you really need to see if you like this scent a lot for you, because yeah, you might just end up liking it just on you and nobody else gonna say anything about it either. So that is my review of Tom Ford's Rose Prick. Do I think it's still a nice fragrance? I do, but again, you gotta like it for you. This is not a scent you buy for other people to like you. And that's just my takeaway on this scent. I'm excited to smell some more of the rose fragrances. I have smelled from their garden collection. I did like the Rose Amalfi and all that, but yeah, I'm not pressed. I don't own them, but yeah. Anywho, that wraps up this review. Els, let me know what you think about Tom Ford's Rose Prick. Do you like this fragrance? Do you want it? Is it on your wish list? Or do you hate this fragrance? We accept all opinions, good or bad. It's okay. Drop them in the comments below. I do read them and I do respond. And until next time, Els, I will catch you on the next video. Bye, y'all.